What do you think your main message is? What's the main thing that you want to get across to the world?
My main message is to resist the slave mind. I say this all the time. To understand that every single thing you're being told has an agenda behind it, or you would be told otherwise. To examine every strongly held belief you have and try and identify where it comes from and why you have it. I sit and argue with people, I discuss things with people, and they so fervently believe a point. And I say, why do you believe that so much? Like, do you have personal experience? No, but I saw the news. Why do you believe? The news told you X, and now you are desperate. You will sit here for hours arguing that point. The people who make the rules don't make the rules for the benefit of everybody. They make the rules for the benefit of the people who make the rules.
Yeah.
That's the game. So telling people to resist a slave mind and just be critical thinkers, keep their brain open, pay attention to things, be perspicacious, that's the general theme. And it doesn't matter whether you're left, right, liberal, man, woman, etc. It's just think for yourself. That's the general.
Do you think that it's kind of becoming more well-known though, entrepreneurship and how to get into business now than it was say 10, 20 years ago?
It's certainly easier to make money now than ever before.
I think so.
Oh, it's easier than ever before to make money. I meet so many f***ing 17-year-olds, 19-year-olds, kids with an e-com store or some crypto garbage to make quick, fast money now is almost easier than it's ever been. Now, that has advantages and disadvantages. I was talking to a young guy the other day and he was 22, I think, and he caught a crypto pump. He made like $4 million in the last bull run. You also have no skill. Problem is with the crypto pump, it doesn't teach you anything. You didn't learn sales, marketing, staff management, stress tolerance.
You need that.
Nothing. He doesn't know how to do anything.
Yeah.
So he's just sitting there just gambling shitcoins, waiting for the next one to pump. And he's 22, and his ass is never going to want to get a real job, and he doesn't have any skills. So I think he's in a lot of trouble, truthfully. I made this clear to him. So it can be a detrimental thing. It can be a bad thing. But in terms of making money, it's certainly easier than it's ever been because we live in a global marketplace now. You can reach the world, and all you have to do is have a message worth making people listen to. The hard part about making money today is that we live in an attention economy. You have to garner attention from people.
What are you buying? What are you investing in right now? And you don't have to go into details. I know we're on a public podcast, but what sort of stuff are you making a lot of money, clearly? Where are you dumping that besides supercars?
Yeah, supercars are just, I need to stop. I have 28 supercars now. It's got to a level of ridiculous now where all the car brands just text me. Making $100 grand a week or $100 grand a month is very different than making, let's say, $1 or $2 million a week or 300-400 grand a day. It all depends. But yeah, that's the biggest problem. The actual genuine problem with the world now is trying to find a place to put it. There's a lot of people who are rich, but they're not free. Yeah. They can't say the things I'm saying on a podcast. They can't tell a government to get like I can. If I were to just buy a bunch of houses in England and continue talking like I'm talking on a long enough time scale, they're gonna take them. So I thought I wanted to be rich. I didn't want to be rich. I wanted to be free. You're only free with power. And in the American political system, it's a perfect example of lobbyists and lobbying.
Yeah.
So they will lobby for things. They'll come along and say, I'll give you an example. Why are there no high-speed trains in America? America's huge and rich. High-speed trains would be fantastic for America, but then the rail network is basically non-existent. The reason is because the oil companies lobby both political parties to make sure that they don't build trains, everyone drives. Long highways, it's good, sells a lot of gasoline. That's what they want.
One of the first TikTok videos I saw you do was where you talk about how money's like water. And that I thought was a really good analogy because money is always moving.
Yeah.
And that's, again, coming back to property, because you know how much I love real estate.
Of course.
Is if you look on the Sunday Times rich list, 90% of them either made their money through real estate or made it through business or other ways and are now investing in real estate.
Of course. Every time I walked past an ATM, I would get out as much as I could. I'd get the maximum cash. I was with a girl a couple years ago. She goes, why do you do that? I said, because it's free money. She goes, why is it free money? I was like, because if my bank balance is 17,184,938, I said, the money's free. And the point, even though obviously it's not free, the number's been reduced, but it doesn't affect the number. It looks the same. So you get to a point where money has no value at all. It's not real. If you think you're just gonna work your way to the top and just stick to the rules, you're a dummy. No, you won't. You need to find modern wealth creation methods. You need to hack real estate like you've obviously done. I teach how to do it my way inside of Hustlers University, which is on cultivate.com. Or you need a strong network. You can't just be sitting here thinking, it'll just happen one day, because no, it will not, because you're competing against men like me. We're taking it all.